Welcome, my friend. I am glad you are here. Sit with me for a while, and let us speak about life, about strength, about the kind of success that does not fade. You chase many things, but let me ask you a question. If tomorrow you lost your wealth, your possessions, your applause, would you still stand strong? Would you still know who you are? That is where we begin. This is not a lesson about money or reputation. This is about building a life that no storm can break. And today I will share with you 7 lessons from the Stoics. Lessons that will sharpen your mind, guard your heart, and guide your steps. Stay with me until the end. For the last lesson is the one most people forget, and it is the difference between living with fear and living with freedom. But first, let me tell you this. You already have enough within you to live well. The Stoics believe that every soul has a seed of greatness if only you care for it. And in these next few moments, you will see that clearly. Now let us begin with the first lesson. Time is slipping through your hands. You do not own it. You only borrow it. Seneca once warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we squander much of it." And he was right. Most people guard their money, yet spend their time carelessly. But your time is your life. It is the one thing that once lost cannot be bought back. Think of each day as a coin. Once spent, it is gone forever. If you waste it on distractions, gossip, endless scrolling, you have thrown it away. But if you use it wisely, for growth, for love, for courage, it becomes the foundation of your future. Ask yourself, if this were your last day, would you be proud of how you spent it? Would you see strength in your choices, or regret in your delay? The Stoics lived with this awareness every moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." So here is your challenge. Treat every hour as sacred. Guard it like treasure. Do not trade it cheaply for comfort. Do not give it away to things that do not matter. When you rise tomorrow, tell yourself, this day will not be wasted. This day will be lived with intention. Time used with purpose makes you rich in the truest sense. Time wasted makes you poor beyond repair. Now let us go deeper. The second lesson is this. Control what you can. Accept what you cannot. Epictetus, who was born into slavery, discovered freedom in this truth. He taught, "Some things are in our control and others are not. This is the foundation of peace and the foundation of success." Look at your life. How often do you suffer because you try to control the wind? You want the world to obey you. You want people to praise you. You want fortune to favor you. But none of these are yours to command. The wise do not curse the wind. They adjust their sails. They put their strength only where it counts. In their thoughts, in their actions, in their choices. This is power. A man who fights what he cannot control is like one who fights the tide. He exhausts himself and gains nothing. But a man who accepts the tide and steers his boat with it, moves forward with ease. This is why so many fail at life. They waste their energy on anger at the world, at fate, at others. And in doing so, they neglect the only thing that was always theirs, their own mind. Remember this. Your peace, your focus, your success depend on where you place your energy. Release what is not yours. Master what is. This clarity is strength, and strength builds freedom. Now let us move to the third lesson, discipline, daily rituals. The Stoics knew that greatness is not built in one grand moment, but in small, repeated acts. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Notice his words. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when others approve. Be one today. The Stoics trained their minds like athletes train their bodies. They practiced reflection each morning. They wrote in their journals. They meditated on mortality. They examined their actions at night. These were not empty routines. They were anchors, reminders of what mattered most. Seneca advised, Each day acquire something that will fortify you against poverty, against death, against other misfortunes as well. He knew that without discipline, the soul drifts, but with discipline, even average talent can grow into greatness. And so I ask you, what is your daily ritual? What do you do each morning to remind yourself of your purpose? What do you do each evening to hold yourself accountable? Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is love for your future self. It is the soil in which success grows. Without it, no dream will last. Take one simple practice, repeat it each day, and watch how it shapes you. Like drops of water filling a jar, discipline fills your life with strength. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Feel the weight of these lessons so far. Guard your time. Control what you can. Build discipline through ritual. And now we step into the fourth lesson, one that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Obstacles. Pain. Setbacks. Most people curse them. The Stoic transforms them. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think of fire. Throw wood upon it and it only burns brighter. So it is with the Stoic mind. Every obstacle is fuel. Every hardship an opportunity. When life denies you comfort, it offers you growth. When life breaks your plans, it opens a new path. When life wounds you, it teaches you strength. A broken bone, once healed, grows stronger. A spirit tested by trial becomes unshakable. This is why Epictetus, a crippled slave, rose to become one of the greatest teachers of freedom. He could not change his chains, but he could change his mind, and that mind became his empire. When you face obstacles, do not ask, "Why me?" Ask, "How will this serve me?" Let your pain become your teacher. Let your loss become your wisdom. Let your setback become your fuel. This is the way of the Stoic. This is the way to success that no one can take away. Now, my friend, let us go to the fifth lesson. Desire less and you will live freely. The world will tell you otherwise. It whispers in your ear that happiness is found in more. More wealth, more possessions, more recognition. But listen carefully. That voice is a trap. Seneca warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Think about that. A man may own a palace and still be restless. Another may own nothing and yet walk with peace. The Stoic is not against wealth. Marcus Aurelius commanded an empire, and yet he slept beside his soldiers on the ground. He had riches, but riches did not have him. Epictetus, who owned almost nothing, was richer in calm than many kings. His freedom did not depend on gold or silver. It came from needing little. Buddha spoke the same truth. The root of suffering is attachment. The more you cling, the more you fear losing. The more you desire, the more you remain a prisoner. But when you need less, the chains fall away. When you desire less, the world can no longer control you. So here is your challenge. Do not measure your success by what you own. Measure it by what you can live without. Cut away excess. Train your heart to be content with little. And you will discover something extraordinary. Freedom. Now we arrive at the sixth lesson. Practice courage. Endure with strength. Life will test you. You will lose people you love. You will face betrayal. You will fail, fall, stumble, and suffer. This is not a curse, this is life. The Stoics did not deny pain. They prepared for it. They embraced it as part of the human condition. Seneca reminded, "We are always complaining that our days are few, and acting as though there would be no end of them." To him, preparation for hardship was not pessimism, but wisdom. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show what men are. It is in trial, not in comfort, that your true strength is revealed." Anyone can smile in calm seas, but only the strong can stand tall in a storm. Marcus Aurelius, who faced plagues, wars, and constant betrayal, carried this truth in his heart. If you are distressed by anything external, The pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Think of that. The pain is not in the event. It is in your judgment of it, and your judgment is yours to command. Courage, then, is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to stand firm when fear whispers in your ear. Endurance is not the absence of pain. It is the decision to walk with dignity through pain. So remember this. Do not curse the trials that come. They are shaping you. They are testing the steel of your soul. And the stronger you become, the freer you live. Now, my friend, we arrive at the final lesson. The lesson that ties them all together. The lesson most people forget. Live with purpose, guided by virtue. In the end, the Stoics did not measure success by wealth, by fame, or by applause. They measured it by virtue, by living in harmony with reason, with nature, with duty. Marcus Aurelius said, "Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter." To him, success was not applause from the crowd. It was justice, courage, wisdom, and discipline lived daily. Seneca wrote, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." And he was right. Life is not about its length. It is about its quality, about whether you live true to your values. Confucius said, "The superior man is modest in speech, but exceeds in actions." And the Taoists taught, "He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty." True success, then, is not applause at your funeral, but peace in your soul. It is living in such a way that if death came tonight, you would not tremble. It is knowing that your days were not wasted, your time not squandered, your actions not empty. So I ask you, what is your purpose? What do you stand for? If all else were stripped away, what would remain of you? Live by your principles. Live with clarity. Live with virtue. That is the Stoic path. That is true success. My friend, we have walked together through 7 lessons. Each one is a stone on the path to freedom, to strength, to success that endures. Guard your time, for it is the most precious thing you will ever hold. Control what is within you and release what is not. Build discipline through daily rituals that shape your soul. Turn obstacles into fuel, and let every setback carve new strength into you. Desire less and discover the freedom of needing little. Stand with courage and endure the trials that life will surely send. And above all, live with virtue and purpose, so that your days are not wasted but filled with meaning. These are not ideas for another age. They are for you, for this moment, for your life as it is right now. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Let that guide you. For true success is not measured by applause, but by mastery of the mind, mastery of the heart, mastery of the self. If you take these 7 lessons into your heart, and if you practice them daily, you will find something extraordinary. You will find that the world no longer shakes you. You will walk calmly where others stumble. You will see clearly where others are blind. And you will live freely where others are chained. So let me leave you with this. Success is not out there, waiting for you in riches or praise. Success is here within you, waiting for you to awaken it, and the time to awaken it is now. If these words have touched you, share them. Do not keep wisdom to yourself. Let it guide others who are searching. Comment below and tell me which of these 7 lessons speaks to you most deeply. And if you wish to walk further on this path with me, subscribe to this channel. Together we will keep learning, keep growing, keep building a life of strength and clarity. Remember, time wasted is life lost. Time spent with wisdom is life mastered. Choose well, live well, and walk with courage always.